Hello, this is DJ Mega Aim 17, and today I am going to be doing another music album review. This will be my second music album review. My first one was on Kesha's second solo album, Warrior. You can check that out on my channel if you want. Now, this one, however, is going to be a little different from the first one. Since I'm still new to doing music album reviews, I'm just trying different ways to review and see which ones I like the best. It still might alternate between different ways in which I will review them. So I'm just trying things out now. The first thing that's going to be different from the first album review is that I'm using a webcam instead of the way I did the first one, in which I had the cover of the album and then I just talked over it with an audio clip. The second thing I'm going to be doing differently is that this is going to be more of a raw reactions type thing. Yeah, this is also going to be not just a review, but like my initial reactions to the album since I just listened to it like a few hours ago, a few minutes ago. It was like a few hours ago now. Actually, I just recently skimmed through it again, so I guess it was a few minutes ago. And the third thing would be that instead of going through each track, I'm just going to just give my overall synopsis of the album. Alright, now that I've wasted enough of your time, let's get into the album since we're already almost 2 minutes into the video already. As far as my... Oh, that's another thing too. I forgot to mention the album I'm going to be reviewing today. I am going to be reviewing Kanye West's new album, Yeezus, which I believe is his 6th studio album. 7th if you want to include the Watch the Throne he did with Jay-Z, but I don't really count that since that was a collab album. This will be his 6th studio album. As far as my thoughts on the album, I think it's alright. I'm like half and half with it. I wasn't that impressed with the album, to be honest. Actually, in all honesty, I was actually disappointed with this album. Like, I was expecting more, and I felt like this album didn't deliver from what I was hoping. Like, I give this album credit. It was being experimental as usual, I guess. I know it was disappointing because people were hoping for Kanye West to go back to his his old school stuff. Personally, I don't have a problem with him not going back to it. Personally, I usually like when artists don't go back to it personally, because I like it when artists progress. Because if he was to go back, that would mean he would be regressing. So I like when artists progress. But that's part of the problem with his album, is that I don't think he really progressed much in his album. In fact, I do feel like to an extent he's actually regressed, especially when it comes to the lyrics. The production on this album I thought was actually good. However, the beats that he made can make or break the album for you, because I do feel that is the best of the album. The beats are, it's very like industrial, like darkish electronic music with a little rock kind of thrown into it, but it's generally like electronic music, industrial. And if you're not a fan of that type of music, you're really not going to enjoy it. This album, I'm just letting you guys know right now. If you're not a fan of industrial or any form of electronic music, you're not going to enjoy this album. As far as the lyrics are concerned, it was garbage. I think the only song lyrically I liked was the end, was the last song on the album. I think it was called Bounds or something like that. I don't know, I don't really give a crap. And it's funny because that was like one of the few songs that he actually used like a sample, and it was like it was actually kind of like a throwback to his earlier stuff. But that's not really the only reason why I like that, because it felt like that was lyrically that's one of the few songs that he actually put any effort into, that he actually said anything profound. As far as anything else lyrically he said, it felt like most Lyrically, it felt like he was just for shock value. Yes, I said it. I felt like most of the rapping in this album was just pure shock value. In fact, I could even go as far as to say that what this entire album was just shock value. And it's funny, I see some people praise the album and say, oh, this album's great because it's different, because it's experimental. Here's my issue with that. Because I see a lot of people just praising things just because it's different. My issue with this is that it's not whether or not it's different that it's good, but it's the execution. A lot of people just look at that, like, they'll just praise just because it's different. So, if it's not done well, then it doesn't matter if it's different or not. Personally, as a whole, I don't think it was done well. I really don't. Like, I'm really half and half with this album. I'm definitely not giving anything higher than a 7. Actually, I'm not giving anything higher than a 6. And even that's debatable. I'm still debating whether I should give it a 6 or a 5. A 6 for average, and a 5 for subpar. Or like half and half, because that's how I felt with this album. I only liked half the experience. I liked the production, but I hated all the lyrics. The lyrics was garbage. The lyrics, it had no substance, no direction, no depth. And it's sad because I think this album had potential to really be a really profound album. The fact that he called it Yeezus, you would expect for it to be very profound, and it wasn't. Honestly, the album felt more like it was just trying to be shocking, or just be different for the sake of being different. And I really don't like when people just do stuff like that, just do stuff just for the sake of it. Like, if there's no purpose to it, it's going to show in your music, and it usually doesn't show well, if that makes any sense. I'm sorry I'm being very negative about this album, but I just really wasn't that impressed with it. And it's bad because I've already heard, these kind of albums come out this year already, and this has been the most disappointing of these type of albums. And the fact that Kanye West has already did something like this beforehand, it's like, I don't even know what to say. I think it even goes, I don't want to, like, part of me wants to say that this album is like a subpar version of like 808 and Heartbreaks, or even like, My Dark Twisted Fantasy, whatever that album was called. Like this is like a subpar version of that. Like it's experimental, progressive, but it lacks the depth and substance that his other albums had. I do definitely feel this is his worst album he has put out so far. And the fact that he was so arrogant about releasing this album, I was expecting it to be at least up to par, and it wasn't. So yeah, but I will say this: I do think Kanye West's strong points did show in this album. I do think that's the positive thing about it. And his strong points is his production, and that's really where I feel he should continue to do. In fact, I feel he should focus only on his production. As far as his skills on the mic, he should just stop rapping. He's not a bad rapper, but he's not a good one either. He's rapping as average at best. I said it. There, I said it. I don't think he's a great rapper. Honestly, I don't think I never really did see him as a great rapper. He's average at best. He there's some times where he'll say something really clever, but his rapping has never really been that good to begin with. And even like his best stuff is far behind him. I think the last good album he really did like a good job as far as rapping is concerned. I think it was either Late Registration or Graduation. I'm leaning more towards Late Registration. Like, as I said, that's what I feel. Like, it is how I feel. Like, if this album was released as just instrumental, I would be fine with it. I would give this album like an 8 or a 9 easy. But the fact that it has lyrics and it has vocals in it, it brings the album down because he also uses auto-tune. There are parts where he's just screaming on the album, which just did not fit. And that's the other thing too, is that some of the things he did on this album just did not fit on this at all. That's how I feel about it as a whole. It has good production, not great production, but good. I give him credit about him being experimental and progressive, but it lacked direction, it lacked substance, and it lacked depth. And his rapping has been very questionable lately, at least in my opinion it has. And I think he should just stop rapping altogether. I think the last album he ever raps on, I really hear him rap ever. I don't know if I say ever again, but I think he should just quit rapping and just continue to just produce, because that's his strong point. That's what he does best, is production. His production is always on point. His rapping isn't. So he should just stop rapping. There, I said it. You got anyone who sees this review, you know, you can take it as you will, but that's how I feel about it. As a whole, I'm not sure what to give this album. I might give it a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10. A 5 for subpar, or 10 or 6 for average. But I'm definitely not giving anything higher. It was disappointing. I was hoping for more. I was just expecting more from him. I wasn't. It just didn't feel like he tried as hard with this album. So that's just personally how I feel about it. I'm going to end the review here because I am getting a little redundant, and I pretty much made my point, and this review is going on longer than I thought it would. So that's my take on it. Like a 5 or a 6 out of 10. I still might just give it a 5 because I enjoyed half the album. I only enjoyed half the experience. I liked the instrumentals, but I hated the rap and all the other stuff. I like the production instrumentals, but that's about it. So, how did you feel about this album? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are there things about it that you didn't like? And how do you feel about Kanye West as a rapper? Do you think he should stick to producing? Anyway, I will leave you guys to ponder that. This is DJ Mega 17 and I'm out.